Everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. I have the new Chanel Reve de Camelia Illuminating Powder. I hope I'm saying that right. And we can go ahead and pre-order it now off the Chanel website. It's been available, I guess, in the European markets and the Asian markets. But finally, we can pre-order it here in the States. I thought it was just going to be in the boutiques only. But that's a good surprise that we can go ahead and pre-order it off their website. I did get mine from Tavia from Chic Profile Official. And I'll list her Instagram page down below. But she's also a personal shopper. And I was able to order from her. And she ships it very quickly. And she packs it very nice. I mean, pretty much have to get the claws of death to open up the package. And communication with Tavia is excellent. So if you're ever in a need of getting some products that you can only get in Europe, I would DM Tavia. So this illuminating powder or highlighter does come with a little kabuki brush and it costs $80. And since I ordered mine from Tavia, she didn't have the brush and she didn't have the box, which was a little bit cheaper for me. I didn't mind not getting the brush or the box because that would just be thrown into the recycling bin. I did come with a little pouch, the classic velvet Chanel pouch. And then here is the illuminating powder, the highlighter. Very pretty. So I like to apply this highlighter and then show you some comparisons with all the other highlighters that I have. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the Reve de Camelia. I'm gonna look on their website, on the Chanel's website. So this is a luminous powder highlighter that imparts a rosy beige glow. Created exclusively for the Reve de Chanel collection and embossed with a three-dimensional form of the camellia, which is the house's emblematic flower. So I hope you can see the beautiful 3D flower in there with the Chanel logo in the middle. There are other products in the Reve de Chanel collection, but I only got the highlighter. All the things I'm gonna pass on. Let me go ahead and swatch this one first, and hopefully I don't ruin the beautiful flower. So here's what the swatch looks like. Let me come up a little closer. Looks very smoothing on my arm, and it does have a rosy beige in there. And it does look very smooth on my arm. Very pretty. Let me go ahead and apply this to my cheeks, and I do have blush on. No bronzer, just blush, and I do not have any highlighter. And the blush that I'm wearing is a cream blush by Victoria Beckham. Let me go ahead and use this brush. It's by Sonia G, and I believe it's the, let me look, the mini cheek. Hopefully I don't ruin the embossing there. And, oh, that's pretty. You can see that it does have a little bit of pink to it, and I have to say pink highlighters are not my favorite, but I guess it just depends on what you're wearing and the makeup that you're wearing, but this is very pretty. It's not like a bright pink. It's not emphasizing my texture too, and it does blend in with the blush there. So here's the highlighter and no highlighter on this side. Let me do the other side. Again, just wearing blush, and let me just apply it here. It's very pretty though, I have to admit. It's not showing texture on me at all. Wow, that does kind of brighten up my face there. Kind of makes my cheeks pop too. Maybe I do need to get into pink highlighters. It's not bad. You know, let me put a little bit underneath my brows too, because I always like to do that. Just to get a little highlight there. Let me put some on my brush first. There we go. So highlighter here on my brows, no highlighter here. Not bad, I have to admit. Not bad. Should I put a little bit on my nose? So yeah, I hope you can see it's not emphasizing my texture. I mean, I've got the texture. And it's not too pink, I should say. There it is underneath my brows. And it's not looking oily either. Very pretty. I'm kind of glad I got it because I was a little afraid of it being of a rosy pink highlighter. It's not bad. What do you think, guys? Oh, I'm running out of space on my memory card. Let me go ahead and delete some things, and hopefully nothing important, and I'll come back and we'll do some comparison swatches of the other highlighters that I have. Okay, now I want to compare this highlighter with the other highlighters that I have, and I just have one other Chanel highlighter, and it's this one, the Pearl de Lumiere highlighter that came out last year. Now this one costs $70, whereas the new one cost $80, but you are getting a little kabuki brush with this one, whereas with this one, you are getting the brush like this. First, let me show it to you in the embossing in here. It looks like pearls. And Chanel does classify this as an illuminating blush, but I use this one as a highlighter. But let me go ahead and swatch this and see if there's any difference. So here's the Camelia one, and here is the pearl one. So it does look like it has similar texture. And wow, believe it or not, this one does have a little bit more rosy to it on my skin tone. Let me kind of re-swatch the Camelia one. I don't know, it has the same texture it looks like, but this one's a little bit, I guess, deeper. But I have to say, this one just looks very smoothing on my arm, the Camelia one. And Chanel still has this highlighter available, so, I mean, if you don't like this one, there's still this one available, the pearls. Okay, let's go to my favorite one by Hermes. And this one is 01 Perma Brass, another one with a beautiful embossing there. See, the top part's gone away. I'm trying to use the top part so I can leave the H there, of course, for Heba. Here is the Hermes one. Yeah, it's a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more brighter. Has more gold to it too. And looking at it in the mirror up against the pearl and the Camelia, these two do have a little bit more rosiness to it. And I've always liked the pearl highlighter, so I guess I'm more into the pink highlighters. Who knew? Now let me go into the Amrezy highlighter. They don't make this one anymore, unfortunately, but this is one I have, and I just want to swatch it. Another beautiful gold one. Yeah. That one has a lot more meat to it too. And I would say that the Amrezy has a little bit more white to it, less gold. And of course, when you apply it with a brush, it's not that pow to it. So again, Camelia, the pearls, Hermes, and Amrezy. I have this highlighter from Floris's and it has another embossed flower in here. It's not the Camelia, but it's close to it. And this one's a little bit more pink. So let me see what this one looks like up against it. So you can see the Chanel ones are a little subtle, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing. Let's go to the drugstore one. I know putting drugstore against Chanel, sacrilegious, but let's try this one by Essence. And this one's a pure nude highlighter. No embossing here. So there's the Essence one. You know what? It does look very similar to this one, the Camelia. Let me swatch it next to it. There, what do you think? Yeah, this one, I think the one by Chanel is a lot prettier. This one just looks a little kind of ashiness to it next to the Chanel one. What do you think? The other drugstore one that I have is by Wet n Wild, and this is the Golden Flower Crown highlighter. Another one of my favorites. Put you here. It's all right. So here are the highlighters that I have compared to the Chanel Camelia one. Again, these two are the Chanel ones, Hermes, and I think this one was the Amrezy one, Floris's, the Essence, and the Wet n Wild. So these are the highlighters that I have compared to them. So is this highlighter worth $80? It's up to you guys. What do you think? I hope seeing it on my skin tone and my skin texture kind of helps you decide if this is worth $80. Now for me, I'm kind of glad I got it because I didn't think I would like a pink highlighter. It does have a rosy pink to it, but it's not a really bright pink. Like, I don't know, there's nothing I have that can compare it to it. I mean, you could see these are the highlighters that I have. They are a little bit more on the gold side, even though the pearl one does have a little bit more rosiness to it, but I don't know, I think I like the Camelia one a little bit better. I'm surprised that I like the color. It's very pretty. It's, again, not showing any texture. It's not showing my pores, and it is kind of making my cheeks look a little fuller. I kind of like that. Maybe I do need to get more into pink highlighters. But yeah, for me, I'm kind of glad I got it. It's very pretty. So if you're really interested in it, I would look on the Chanel website and hit the pre-order button. I think you need to keep refreshing it until that pre-order button shows up. It should be able to ship in mid-March, which we're almost close to anyway. So for me, yeah, I do like this highlighter. It's very pretty. What do you think, guys? My hair is messy, I know. Alright, you guys, I hope you liked and enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.